It's time for Ryan's Roses.
Okay.
Here's the email that we got. It says, Ryan and Ellen, I looked at my husband's phone and I noticed a lot of unknown calls coming in. I saw a text from an unsaved number that only said, okay, cool. Normally, this wouldn't be a big deal if it wasn't for the fact that he told me the other night that he stayed up late catching up on Game of Thrones. Well, when I looked at the DVR, none of the episodes had been watched. Okay, so the issue here is nothing was unhighlighted. It was all still bold.
Okay, what if some station was just doing a marathon and he really did watch it live? You know what I mean? He could have just been on TV.
She says something's not right. He's lying about something. I really feel that the unsaved number has a lot to do with it. Well, he said he stayed up late catching up. Mm-hmm. See, catching up on Game of Thrones. Now, yes, they do rerun them.
Yeah.
So that actually it is possible.
He could have been catching up live.
It's possible.
Right.
I think it's highly unlikely at these hours, but possible.
Well, I think that the bigger question is, why does she feel something else is wrong? There must be something else.
Well, Sandy, I
phone.
agree with you. Sandy's on with us now. Hey, Sandy, so the Game of Thrones, sure, the okay, cool. Why do you even think that he's messing around on you? What's the reason here?
Mainly, I mean, I saw these unknown calls on his phone, and normally, you know, you get an unknown call, it's like a few seconds, even if you answered it. They were multiple minutes, which I thought was weird, but I didn't really think of anything. And then, I don't know, there was like the unknown text, and it was really late at night, like on a night that I was asleep in the house, and then on top of that, the next morning, the car was moved, and he had like a really weird explanation for it, and like something completely out of the norm for him. He never goes to McDonald's in the middle of the night. It's just a very strange explanation, and I don't know. And then he said he was up watching Game of Thrones, and none of the episodes were watched.
I think we've created paranoia.
How?
Just by doing these calls.
Oh,
I think now,
yeah.
like, one confusing beat in a relationship, and all of a sudden it's email us and make a Roses call.
Right.
We're not trying to create paranoia.
No.
This is the antithesis of that.
Well, you've created great fear for yourself.
That I was born with.
Oh.
But we're trying to create peace of mind in relationships.
It's public service.
So, Sandy, how long have you been married?
About a year and a half.
And how many kids do you have?
We don't have any.
None. You planning on it?
I mean, yeah, we haven't like started seriously having the conversation yet, but it's
usually I think that conversation would happen before you get married. Really?
I mean, about starting to try.
Okay, like that you both want them, but you haven't talked about when.
Yeah, yes. When
No.
we talked when we got engaged, yes, we both wanted kids.
Did you not investigate by calling this unknown number and finding out who answers?
I haven't, simply because I thought I was being paranoid, but now I don't know. I guess that's why I'm reaching out for help.
Okay, let me ask you one thing. Where were you the evening he said he was watching GOT?
I was asleep in bed at home.
And he was at home watching in another room?
That's what he told me.
Wouldn't you know if he wasn't there? Wouldn't you sense that?
I'm a pretty deep sleeper. So
you think he would have left the house?
I mean, I don't know. It's very strange. The same night he leaves the house for a very strange reason.
Hey, Sandy, is there, do you have in your mind who the other woman could be, or is it just arbitrary?
I have no idea.
There's no one in your mind that you've
no,
thought about?
No one.
All right, I'm going to bring in Patty. So here's what we're going to do. Patty is going to call him and offer him some flowers. And what we want to do is hear from him and have him, while we're listening, have him send the flowers to somebody. Find out what that name is. And then Patty's going to follow up with the question to find out what the message is, what the sentiment is, what the emotion is.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Justin?
Yeah, this is him. Who's this?
This is Patty calling from Lupus Flowers. How are you, Justin?
I'm fine.
I'm actually calling you because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses. I'm calling 5 customers today, and they get free delivery and no charge. So what I'm doing is offering this bouquet, which you can choose red or white roses. And it will also include a note, and you can send that to anybody you want today, and they get delivered by 6 p.m.
You said they're free?
They're completely free. I don't need a credit card number or a billing address, none of that information. All I need is the name of the person.
Subscribe.
I'm sorry?
I have to subscribe to some service or...
No, not at all. What I usually do is just, on special occasions, usually the holidays, I send out coupons to your residents. And, in hopes that I can get some orders from you, but that's all that would happen.
All right, yeah.
Awesome. So do you want red or white roses? Hello? Justin? Can you hear me?
I think you lost him. Sandy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, all right, hold on.
Again?
We're gonna try him back. All right, hold on one sec. We're gonna try him back here because I think he dropped, but sometimes at that moment someone will hang up. Sandy, I just want to make sure. If he picks back up, we may be okay. But he might have hung up. It sounded, I thought I heard a little bit of cell phone there at the end.
Yeah, I think it was his
like
phone.
he's hanging on for life,
Right.
To stay connected. So let's dial him back up. Okay, so
Hello?
Hello, Justin?
Yeah.
Sorry, I think the call dropped.
Yeah, I could hear you. I don't know what happened.
Oh, it's okay. So let's just continue with the order. Did you say red or white roses?
White roses.
Okay. And am I sending this to a residence or a place of business?
Yeah. No, residents.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh, so who are we going to send them to? Her name or his name?
Angelica, please.
And what do you want to put on the note?
I can just write anything.
Anything you like. Just, no more than, a sentence.
If you could just put, please forgive me.
Please forgive me. Signed, Justin.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah. That's just or love Justin maybe.
Okay, that sounds good.
Justin, I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio, and we have your wife Sandy on the line. What is going on with Angelica? Why are you asking her to please forgive you? Love you.
Justin.
Justin? Hello? Justin?
He's gone.
Hello? Patty?
He's gone.
He hung up.
Well, call him back.
Okay.
Sandy?
Do
you know who Angelica is?
I don't.
Please forgive me. Love Justin.
Love Justin?
We have a real issue here.
Yeah.
Please forgive me, love Justin. By the way, I was concerned he might have heard me when we called back because I said it's ringing just at the same time that he picked up.
Oh.
And then somebody's rustling papers.
Oh.
So I was
didn't
worried.
hear any of that.
I was worried that maybe he didn't
Yeah.
seem to pick up on that. Are you calling him?
Yeah, no answer.
Sandy, he's not picking up. Do you don't know who Angelica is? That doesn't ring a bell?
No, not at all.
Look, you got a real. This to me is a real situation because
Yeah.
if he's asking, please. Well, first of all, he says love Justin, so that's a problem.
Yeah.
If that's not a family member, that's a problem. All right. The only out I see would be sister, mother,
Is she?
sister, mother, cousin,
Yeah, no.
sister, mother, cousin,
No,
niece, nephew,
No and no.
family member. That's it. If not, then there's no reason to. And please
Forgive me for what?
That is a real problem. Well, you have now enough information. He's not picking up. Patty keeps trying him. I can see her on the line.
Yeah.
You now have at least some information, but I'm so sorry. I do think you've got a real problem here.
Oh my God.
You sure you don't know who that is?
I mean, I suppose it could be someone he works with. I don't know his work group all that well.
I wonder, do you, so if it's you, Ellen, do you take
Yeah.
a beat? I mean, he knows it was her on the phone. Has he
right.
not called you yet? I can't
No,
believe he
I
hasn't
haven't
called your
heard
cell
from
phone when we're
I
talking
know.
to you. That's crazy. Like the first thing you would do is you think is panic and call you. Because I don't know that, did he hear her voice? I don't know that he heard her voice. We told him. Then he bailed.
Yeah.
So he may not know.
He may not.
He may not, yeah. But I thought he would be
But-
calling you. But I guess the question is, do you go find out who Angelica is first, or do you go right to him now? You got to figure that out.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Well, take those 2 steps in tandem when we hang up right now, okay?
Okay, well, thank you, guys.
Good luck, baby. Okay, bye-bye.
Good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. Well, I think she calls him first
You do?
and then says,
And then says, what's going on? I mean,
Talk
look,
to me.
first of all, the guy hung up. Guilt. Okay?
right.
The guy sends a message, please forgive me, love Justin. Guilt.
Yeah.
There's no getting out of that.
No.
I can't think of any scenario that we've heard in the past that gets him out of that.
nope.